Good evening and welcome to Paranormal Shorts. We've come along to
Little Cornard Churchyard, one of our old favourites. Haven't been here for quite a while, so it's certainly good to be back.
I think properly a couple of years.
Yeah, definitely walking in here. Don't know whether it's because it's been so long since we've been here, but there certainly felt a bit of an atmosphere just while we walked through and while we've been setting up. I keep expecting to see something or hear something, but yeah, I think once we've been here and we've got just settled down. What's that?
It's the dual meter, that's gone off. Let's just leave it and see if it does it again. Okay, so yeah, I concur totally with what you're saying. It does feel, it's the thing we say about the ingredients of a haunting, and this place always gives that feeling. And certainly again, literally from the second we've walked in here and started looking around, it feels like, it could be because it's literally so dark. I mean, you can't see more than about, what, 15 metres that way?
Yeah, it's clear night, but there's no moon or anything.
That makes a hell of a lot of difference.
Yeah.
Although I think when there's been a moonlit night, we've had activity.
Yeah, it does. I don't think it makes a lot of difference really. It seems to have happened both, when there's been a moon and when there hasn't. But I think it's just going to be a case of just seeing if there is anything going on, whether it's just our apprehension of not being here for a while and just getting back used to the environment here.
So we've got a few bits of tech dotted around. Hopefully through the evening they're going to guide us a little bit and take us to the places we need to be to try and capture activity. So let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the magnetic field 0, complete 0. Although the static field is high.
I was going to say, I'm getting some odds.
That is high. That is really high static here.
I was just getting some really weird pulses come through on this. It stops now.
That's exactly what happened with that.
It was darting about and it's just settled down.
Do you know what? Let me just go and grab the new bit. Let's go and grab the new thing. Let's see.
Is there somebody here? Are you coming into this environment? Are you interacting with our equipment?
I'm just going to bring this over. I'm just going to reset it. Just to see.
Yeah, that's died off now.
Let's sit there. Just to see.
Yeah, that's died off now.
Let's sit there. Okay.
That's calibrated now, is it?
That's calibrated. If there's somebody here with us, if you were causing fluctuations on, I don't know what you'd even call it, a static level,
Or on any level.
could you just move forward and just show us you're here? Interact with one of these devices for us? It's been weird here before. We've been here before. We've had similar things happen.
Yeah.
Are you responding to the fact that we're here with you? Okay, I'm going to ask again. Can you come forward and interact with us?
You know you're capable of it because we've seen you do it here before. We haven't been here for quite a while. But hopefully you remember us.
Just come and tap something so we can hear you.
But if was anything here, it sort of stopped, didn't it?
Yeah, that was weird. There was a little, literally as we were talking, we initially started doing the intro.
Yeah.
That's gone off, and then it's gone off what, a couple more times,
Yeah.
and it's affected your tricorder.
Yeah.
Trifield.
No, I was getting. I don't know if I was recording on the camera. I thought it was still just sort of calibrating at the time, but it seemed to coincide with that when it was going off. Just little pulses of energy.
Yeah. As was mentioned, we've been here many times in the past, and we've had interaction with you. At least we believe we've had interaction with you. You've interfered with the tech that we've brought. You've interfered with us as well on a few occasions. You've even scared us. Are you capable of doing that same sort of phenomena now? Can you come forward and show us? Are you recording the blue light? It's on the...
No, I can't see it. Why?
I don't know, just for a second it looked like that had been obscured by something. I don't think I've recorded it.
Can't see it from here, I don't think.
There is the edge of a gravestone, but I haven't moved, so...
Yeah, I can't. It was round the side of the church. I couldn't see it from where it was.
Okay, something to look at about 5 to 10 seconds ago. What would you like us to do to be able to communicate? Have we brought the right stuff with us? Can you tap on one of the windows or the door that's near us, please?
Should we go for a walk around?
Yeah, should we do that? Which way?
Go the normal way round.
This
that
way?
Yeah.
Over on the torch, I can't see a thing. That's us. Let's just walk down here. A row of trees. Actually, this is picking up as clear, is it? It's better. So last time we were here, things were dropping off the trees, if you remember. There's many sort of apples.
Yeah, it must have been awful.
Okay, so we've had activity here before, because of course we used to park around here.
Yeah. I think the first year or so.
Can you cross over the lights that I've put up for you? Are you able to walk across those to block them out? It's a horse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you make a noise for us up this end?
walk along the path towards us?
Wind's getting up. Oh well.
All I can think it would be is if
Well, let's leave it on and see if it goes off.
yeah.
And we'll wander around this way, shall we? The thing is, well, it probably, more than likely isn't paranormal. It could be that something's triggered it.
Yeah.
Maybe record somebody in there making a cup of tea.
Don't make wonders in
Well, it's on the land, isn't it? It's the land that's haunted. Oh, what was that? I just had a flash. You move your camera across.
I was standing still then.
Just had a flash go. It was like a bright yellow or green flash. Potentially an insect. That was about 10 seconds ago. Bright flash gone across the screen.
Yeah, I wasn't moving at all then.
Wonder what that was. Oh, what was that? I just had a flash.
It was a physical thing on camera, wasn't like a light had gone on, was it?
It was like I don't think there's any light here, is there? No, it was actually on the camera. I saw it on the camera.
That's what I mean, but was it like a light or was it like something moving on the camera?
Something. I wouldn't have said it was a light. It was something that moved across.
Right.
If you just put something on my camera, can you do that again? Can you? Just there's something black go across the grave to the left, the oval-shaped one. Something black just moved across that. Are you trying to show yourself? Could you do that?
That'd be the horse, isn't it?
Clicking. That's weird. That's two things that have happened in the space of about a minute. And if we get them back and give them a view, because that was very, very interesting. I don't know what caused those. Certainly stopped us in our tracks from moving. Can I ask you again, if you just tried to do something near the grave there, can you do that again for me? Can you, if you're trying to show yourself, can you do that again?
I think that noise down there was just the window. That clicking thing, because it done it again when the wind picked up, but I wouldn't think it's like something rattling.
It is getting breezier actually. I didn't bring any tea. No tea break.
I've got a big flask now, I bought yesterday, so...
Ooh. Even you. I better start making cake again.
Yeah, £7 home bargains.
Nice. Sniff that. So we've had activity here in the past. We've had sightings. We had strange lights that night, didn't we?
Yeah, red lights.
was that? It's right behind us.
It's like stone or something.
Did you just throw a stone or move an object? Did you just do something to try to get us to notice? That was clear, wasn't it? That's right behind us. Wind's building.
Yeah. It was like there's like a little stone had been thrown or something had fallen off a tree. Let's see if we can.
Well,
because there's a bit of concrete there, which makes you think it was.
yeah, drop something on
Right.
it. Just to,
It's like that, but it didn't roll, did
yeah,
it?
it was like just like a single dunk. Sound effect. No, it wasn't
Not
like
quite
that either.
that.
Just a dunk, wasn't it? If you just did that, if you just moved an object or threw something towards us, can you do that again?
Picking up, isn't it?
Starting to gust, isn't it? We've had activity here before where the wind has
Yeah.
got right up.
It's almost like it feeds off of the wind.
Yeah, yeah, it does. A few places, location X,
Yeah.
and that's moving. No, that wasn't me. Well, that was my torch, but something, because your shadow, if I do that, your shadow's there. A light just moved probably about a metre above where your head is, right across the wall. It's just like a really weird light flick. Don't think we did pick it up on these, certainly not with my dual infrared working. Are you doing things to try to interact with us? Because we've had a few things now that I would say are you trying to communicate. I've had a couple of sightings of things which I think I've recorded. Then there was the sound of something hitting the floor behind us. Are you happy that we're back? Just so everyone aware, that is a horse in the field next to us. Move on a bit. Because we're around this side. Oh, how can we break him loose on the other side?
Yeah, who knows?
So that light's still on. It's quite bright, isn't it? That tiny little thing, look.
It's like one of the church floodlights.
It is, isn't it?
It's good to have them put any up here, though, isn't it?
Very good. Imagine that would ruin the whole night, wouldn't it? Okay, just while we're here, if you have been interacting with us, can you just turn that light out? Just while we're stood here now, can you just come and interact with it? Just get in the way of it. Switch it off for us. I'm wondering, because that's all happened so quickly in that area, whether we should just move some stuff around there.
Round the back?
Yeah, just to see.
Yeah, it won't
Well,
harm.
we've had a
What about
damage.
bringing that new one round there?
Yeah, yeah, let's do that. Let's turn this one on. Should have left that on really, we're in better. What the?
Hello?
Wow. Okay. Is there somebody here with that now? Can you stop doing that? Can you turn that off for me?
You back away. Stop whatever you're doing.
What the hell?
Slightly.
Please, can you stop interacting with this device? That's gone off. That one's off. So that must have been, if that continuously goes on,
Yeah.
it turns itself off. What the fuck? Hello? That's gone off. What the hell? That was me. Are you all around us at the moment? I have gone really cold.
It's happening.
You're supposed to be able to communicate with them. It sounds like I don't even know what level this is at, but this is going nuts.
And
It does.
For ages.
Yeah.
Ages.
Yeah. And that's gone off. And now that's gone off. What the
Did you
fuck?
just hear something though?
Yeah, I did. Something just moved. Wow.
That's us.
That's us, but that wasn't us near that the first time.
Something moved in here as well.
That's still going off. Wow, this is all kicked off, isn't it? Big time. I've not.
Yeah.
Let's get out of the way of that one. I'm going to reset this just to make sure. Well, this has all happened as a result.
Three separate instruments.
All going. Oh,
space of-
and that just came on and gone off again as well.
Yeah, it was in a matter of seconds you've had three different instruments.
What the fuck? My camera just focused by itself. I'm not joking. My camera, look, it's just focused and gone really close. I haven't touched it. I've got my hand to one side. I'm not touching it. My camera literally just focused by itself.
I zoomed in.
Yes. I wouldn't have it this close. There'd be no point.
Well, now you're interacting with a lot of our stuff.
That's going nuts.
Can you stop whatever you're doing, please?
I can't. Where's the reset? Right, I've gone back.
I know we've been asking for you to do something. But can you just back away, just so we can confirm it's you?
I've literally just had a shadow go across that. I don't know if that was you moving.
I was moving then.
Can you walk back towards me and just do exactly what you did? Now walk away. Oh, it could be you. Okay, good. Just rule that out. What the hell? If you just set that off, well, to be fair, if you just set off a lot of stuff, because that was nuts. You're right. It's like the atmosphere. The wind got up.
It was just
The
a big.
atmosphere
It was just bang, 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 bang.
Thank you so much for interacting with us like that. I mean, look, we've not touched anything. We've not done anything to any of this equipment. That equipment is just the same equipment we use day in, day out when we come ghost hunting. This is a new piece of equipment, which, to be honest, I mean, I've only used it in my house. I haven't trialled it out anywhere. But obviously we just trialled it. That's gone nuts. And then literally after that had gone nuts and we were talking to it, the piece of equipment, so it was the light over there then, wasn't it, that went off?
Yeah, and that's after it's been sat there for half an hour.
Yeah, and that's the biopod as well.
Yeah.
You have to have some sort of humanoid characteristics or something to set that off. And then this in here, after we heard a noise.
And there was a noise in there as well, was that? Yeah.
There was a noise there.
When that went off, it was like something, whatever was in there was made jump by it. It was like,
And
oh.
then, you alright?
No, that's what I'm saying. It was like whatever was in
fucking
there.
hell, what are you
No, when that went off in there, it was like whatever was in
I'm
there.
really on edge. I know I've been out for a while.
Yeah, it was like whatever was in there that set it off was sort of like made jump by the noise and was sort
Then
of
this
like,
focused by itself.
yeah. So that's 6 things in a six or
pacing,
6 or
bracing
7
now.
things in a
Yeah.
succession.
What the hell? You know what's really annoying is that I'd gone over there. I was just thinking about. We were thinking about moving it, weren't we?
Yeah.
We just spoke about moving it. I'd literally just turned my camera off. Thank God yours was still rolling. Then that fired up, and it was all like you said, chain of events. Well, I would like to know. I'd like to meet someone that could rationalise everything that just happened.
Yeah,
then.
completely like they're fair distance
And
apart. Everything.
Yeah, and it's off as well. It's off. It hasn't come back on.
No. There was a bit in the back of my mind when we walked down here. I thought, oh, maybe it's because we've been over there and we've somehow, I don't know, a torchlight. I know it doesn't pick it, but I just thought maybe it's because we're back round this side. That's set off.
Yeah, that was set
but then
off,
we think how many times we walked past it when we was going on looking at that torch over there.
Yeah.
It was walking back and past it, weren't we?
Yeah, it's nothing we've done. We're stood here now.
And that one
What
wouldn't.
we're doing is setting
That
up.
one wouldn't have gone off.
That
and that one.
well, to be honest, that bipod really goes off in terms of just like itself. Well, that's you. Well, that wasn't you then. Was that? Let's just. If you move back to where you were when it goes off. Right, now move back again.
No. I'm up to here now. That's just turned on. So that
Me.
can't have been me.
I'm walking right over. My shadow's moving over it. That's not me. That's not
But
you.
we're standing here anyway for ages.
What's going on? Well, this is what the paranormal
Oh,
is all.
it's got a big spike. You still here with us? I just picked up on something. We know you're around here. Don't need to fear us at all. I know we've been a bit jumpy, but that's
A bit.
because a lot of things are happening around us that we don't understand. I don't know if you're curious about us at all, but we want to make contact with you. You've certainly shown your presence. You've shown us that you're around here.
This is. So that's obviously that I said that switches itself off. If it goes off and
Yeah.
it stays on too long, it'll switch off.
I just had a big spike on here.
That's good. That's at 14 milligrams for the. Well, U. Is it U for the static? Everything's back to normal. Just do a quick piece to camera.
Yeah, or should we walk around the church again? It's obviously
Whoa. Yeah, let's do that.
it's obviously
Should we go
happening.
this way around this time?
Why don't we just retrace the steps? Just go round
Okay,
again.
yeah, let's do that.
Just see if that had anything to do with it. That's all we did though. I just wonder if there's if just like leaving this bit and going around there somehow
Yeah.
disrupts something. And
Timing. What? This function is not currently available. What? Something's fucking with my camera. It's just gone. It just said this function not currently available, and it just went white.
still recording, haven't it?
It's still recording, but it just it waited out and it said this function is not available. I haven't pressed anything. That's twice now I've had interaction with this camera. That was, do you know what? That was so strange. I'm literally looking at that thing, and I just watched it focus by itself, and I was like, for a second I didn't realise. I thought something I'd done. I realised.
Looking at it, this is for anybody out. Jason, you're always holding that camera like that, aren't you?
Yeah.
The zoom button, if I'm not mistaken, is on
Over here
somewhere.
Yeah.
There, I think.
Yeah.
So your hand's nowhere near that. It's not like you could even slip and touch it. 'Cause
No.
you'd have to let go of the whole rig.
That's the weird thing. I watched it do it, and in my head for a second it didn't register, and then the second it did register, it was like, "You're not doing that. Why is it
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that?" And that really threw me.
Yeah, you'd have to literally let go of it and completely replace your hand to even touch the zoom button.
Oh, man. So that's just crazy. That level of just weird.
Yeah.
Is that you? It's changed.
Yeah, I just shuffled back.
Weird interaction. You don't normally get all that level, do you? That's such a rarity to have that happen, and it's
Welcome back.
yeah, very much so. Punch in the face, isn't it? You can almost hear the "Welcome back, Jason, Luke."
Yeah.
Oh, we're being mocked. Is that what it is? Come on, put yourself on the camera. If you have that power to interact with that many devices, or if there's multiple of you that's done that, because let's face it, that could be the other case.
Yeah.
If you've done that, and
That's just the truth.
you can show yourself, is it just the tree though?
Yeah, well, you never know, eh?
It's a tree from Poltergeist. That'll grab one of us for us
I
in the
get
air.
the feeling that was one thing doing all of that. It's just something in the back of my head that was like,
You do get that feeling here. We've always had that feeling here. When there's two of us, I mean, I've come up here by myself before, and at night, and
Yeah.
it's not nice. It's almost like it was a moonlit night, and I walk around here, and every shadow you look at, you think, is there something there?
well, I've done 2 solo investigations on the and none of them did anything happen.
Yeah.
I think it's either here, it's got to be the right people here, or the amount of people here.
Yeah.
It always seems to like whoever's here. It seems to.
Well, I've been coming here for a long time now,
yeah,
haven't I?
longer than I have
Yeah.
as well. Me, it clearly doesn't care about that much because I've come on my own and nothing's
Well, I think
ever.
I was coming here before you were even investigating.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
that's
That's what I mean. But I've come up here on my own and nothing's ever happened. So it's obviously not bothered by me. Doesn't want to have any interaction with me or whatever. But then I've come with other people without you and I've had stuff. So it seems to be the amount of people or the right
or
people.
the right ingredients
Yeah.
to make the cake that is a ghost or a haunting or perceived haunting, wherever you want to look at it, because ultimately it's does this stuff occur when we're not here?
That's always the question, isn't it?
It's that thing of a tree falling in the woods when no one's around.
Exactly.
Does it make a sound? Well, of course it makes a sound.
Does
So
it need an observer for it to happen? Feels like it's plateaued a bit again.
yeah, it does. The wind's dropped right off. So the wind's gone right down. Oh man, it's just crazy. It's just kind of a bit of a loss really. Wind's building, wherever this will set the equipment up. So literally, as Luke said, we've had 3 devices go off. We'd walked around the church, we'd had some interaction around there, which obviously you will see on the video. And then we've come around here after me saying, oh, a well could be breaking loose on the other side, we don't know what's going on. We come around here and literally I'm not even sure what it's called, a Magna something from Crytek. Scryatech. Get the name right. Could be advertising for. I'm getting the name right. So there's a new piece of kit from Scrytech which focuses on magnetism. That has gone off, and that was that north? It was north, wasn't it, or south? North. South. Firing off, just going absolutely nuts. And then literally we've had the biopod go off, which is a good 40, 50 feet away. Yeah. That's fired up. Then we've had the radar pod go off, which is at this moment in its own little environment, which is the kind of entrance to the church.
Yeah, and we heard movement in there as that went off.
We did. We heard movement as that went off. My camera decided to focus for no reason. I was not touching that button. My fingers were nowhere near it. That just basically just tried to. And the weird thing is, it focused right on that.
Yeah.
There was nothing to do with me. I wasn't even aware that was doing it until I really. That might not make a lot of sense to you, but there was so much going on. My head was not looking at the actual screen. My head was just trying to work out what was going on around us. That then focused on that, and then when I looked at it, I realised it was. You'll see from the video, it was focused right on it, almost as if something was trying to record itself.
Yeah.
It's the only way I can.
Yeah, it was weird as it sounds.
Only way I can talk about it. And then the feeling that we both had was that it was mayhem, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It really was. We were both kind of on edge. We walked back around the church, and like you said, it's plateaued. Everything's gone completely calm.
That's how it was
So,
when we first got it.
it is.
Still a bit of an atmosphere, and still.
Yeah, like something could.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not a peak like it is.
Oh. I haven't been out for a while, and just for a few seconds there, I was actually scared, which is not something that normally happens, but I was. I think we both were, weren't we? It was a bit bizarre.
Yeah, it was just trying to. It was just literally. Wait, this happened, that happened. It's waiting for the next thing to happen.
Yeah, it's almost like when you watch it. I hate using the whole Hollywood thing, but it's almost like when you're watching a film, and then you see they're in an environment, and then like the record player comes on, and then the TV comes on, and then all these weird things come on. That's exactly how it felt.
Just like that.
Yeah.
It just kept constantly waiting. Oh, what's going to
This
be
is
next?
why we come out. Oh man, I'm laughing about it now.
Yeah.
How many out of 10 for that?
Oh, it's got to be up there in terms of recent stuff, isn't it?
Oh, well, I don't think we've had a night like this since the infamous walking thing.
Yeah.
I don't think. And that night we were terrified. We all walked out together, didn't we?
It was just, whatever that was 6 years ago when we came here. This was the same kind of thing.
Yes, 100% agree.
It had the same feel. The atmosphere felt the same, but not quite as intense as that night. But did you see something?
I did. A clear donking sound over there.
It's like whispering. So.
Oh, whisper. Oh, the horse.
Something in that field.
Please, can you just give us another burst on whatever you can, or have you done? Can you not do anything else? Is it? Have you used up your energy? Were you using the wind to give you some energy? It built up.
Don't know if it was the horse, but there's a loud popping sound around there. All I could think was it was a horse. It was like someone had just popped a plastic bag.
This is the other thing that happens here. It keeps drawing you backwards and forwards.
It's on the floor.
What? Did you hear that fall? Is that what that was?
Would that not have made a noise when it fell, though? Like, would it not have gone off?
Oh yeah, of course it would. I don't want to try it out, am I, bro? What the fuck is going on?
Surely that would have gone off when it hit the floor.
Gone off, yeah.
It could have been the noise I heard.
Well, that's fallen sideways. That's fallen sideways. What are the chances of that landing like that?
So it's gone.
Well, I'll tell you where it was.
It's here, wasn't
It
it?
was against that. Yeah.
So it's gone down.
And
sideways
to there. I mean, I don't. Oh, just record it. Hold on. I'm going to knock it. I'm going to catch it.
Do you want to turn it off? Or do you want to see if it goes off if it's not?
Yeah.
If I go around the back and I'll push it like on the wind.
Right. Okay. Well, you got to bear in mind that that's going to be a hell of a gust of wind. That's going to.
Just for like argument's sake.
I don't want. Yeah. Okay. I just want to see where it will fall. No, it's right. I need to do this so I'm not in the way of the camera. Go on, though.
Ready?
Give it a shove.
It didn't even fall off.
Let's try that again. Go on then. Okay, so I've caught it. That flipped over. That would have landed on the back. Let's try it again. So that would have landed there, the way that went.
Yeah.
And the other thing, I don't think that if something that's here is likely to go that way, look.
No, what? That's that's 2 times we've knocked it and it's not even come off the ledge.
Right, so that's flipped over. So that would have flipped again, landed there. That was here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't see how that could have done that.
And it would have gone off.
It would have gone, yeah, well it did, it would have gone off, you're right. But you've got to bear in mind that that's going to be a hell of a gust of wind that's going to...
Just for like
argument's sake. I don't want to... Yeah, okay, I just want to see where it will fall. Yeah, bright. I need to do this so I'm not in the way of the camera. Go on then. Ready? Give it a shove. and fall off. Let's try that again. Okay, so I've caught it. That's flipped over. That would have landed on its back the way that went. Let's try it again. So that would have landed there, the way that went.
Yeah.
And the other thing, I don't think that if something that's here is likely to go that way, look.
No, what? That's that's 2 times we've knocked it, and it's not even come off the ledge.
Right, so that's flipped over. So that would have flipped again, landed there. That was here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't see how that could have done that.
And it would have gone off.
It would have gone, yeah, well, yeah, it would have gone off, you're right.
It's like somebody's turned it off, moved it.
Put it well, it's going off now, it's on the floor.
Yeah. That's what I mean, so the fact if it...
What the fuck? And there was no gust of wind then? It's not like there was a massive gust of wind.
Because it would have detected them when it was moving, it would have detected
it would have gone off, yeah, it would.
It would detect, well, at the very least it would have detected that's not there next to it anymore, so it would have thought something's moved around it, wouldn't it?
Let's just leave it and just see. That is totally bizarre. The fuck? What now? Okay. What? Okay. Let's just leave it and see. That is another weird occurrence.
Is that right on
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Well, I honestly, I don't know what to say really.
It's been an evening.
It really has. Even now, I'm trying to. I mean, we're like half an hour or so since we've got packed up and come out of there.
That was really bizarre. That, I mean, considering the last, I've kept a track of every time we've investigated Cornard, just what's happened, any condition, the atmospheric conditions when we've been there. And the last time we went was in September, and we had nothing happen whatsoever then. So to go from that, and then we haven't been for October, November, December, January, February, 5 months we haven't been, and we've had all of that.
It was a sequence.
In an hour?
Yeah, a sequence of events that started off with us walking around. Well, initially we had walked up, we'd set up equipment, we'd then walked to the gate. I then thought a light had been triggered. Hopefully review that back and be able to see that. Then from there we walked around, decided to go around the back of the church, and then literally I thought I saw something on the screen of my camera twice. So I thought I saw a light source. It was like a yellowy greeny light that moved across the camera, quite a striking straight line. And then there was what I thought was a shadow or some kind of black image that appeared on the grave. Then as we moved forward there was a stone drop behind us.
Yeah, it sounded like a stone hitting the concrete.
Yep. Then we moved around to the other side, and then I'll let Luke.
Yeah, then we had your new piece of equipment, what's it called?
The Magnovex something.
Yeah, well that went off.
Magnetism.
Walked over to that. No reason for it going off. We then had the biopod go off by itself.
Yeah.
Which is a completely different area of the churchyard. And then within a matter of seconds, the radar pod went off, and we heard something shuffling in the porch of the church as well as that went off.
As that happened.
I then got EMF readings on my EMF detector on the tri-field. Your camera zoomed in by itself, just it zoomed in by itself.
I was not touching. I was nowhere near that button. And the weird thing is, like I think I've already spoken about and said, it was like there was so much going on. My head was just so filled with the wonder of all this stuff going on. I wasn't even twigging that this thing was focusing. And the weird thing was, as I looked at my camera, it was focused right on the Magnovex thing. It was almost like whatever was doing all of this was trying to capture itself on the camera.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Absolutely bizarre. Also, I noticed the dual meter had basically switched itself off because obviously it had been set off.
Yeah.
So.
What else? We then walked around the church again, and had. What happened? We got back. Was that when the radar pods had moved? It was on the floor when we got back.
No. We'd already got back, and it was after we'd been stood there for some time because that we'd noticed that had triggered. but that was still on the wall at that point.
Yeah.
And then we literally moved up to what I guess we call the stone table. It's basically what is it? I'm not sure what you call it. It's basically a grave, but it's just a big block of concrete. We set up our equipment on there, and we're going through the stuff we bring it in. And then literally, it was as we heard the pop then.
Yeah, it sounded like someone has popped a bag of crisps or something. Just bang. And then walked past the porch, and I said the radio pod's on the floor. I'm assuming we're assuming the noise I heard was that hitting the floor, but we then tried to work out it would have triggered if it had fallen off. It would have alarmed because it would have sent stuff moving around it. We pushed it off 3 times, and each time it didn't land anywhere near. 2 times it didn't even fall off the wall.
It didn't fall off the wall, yeah, at all.
And one out of the 3 times it did fall, but it fell completely different.
And
place.
the other weird thing was as well, there was no wind or gusting at any point during any of what happened there.
No.
So that period of time, which was literally a few minutes, it had completely gone calm, because we'd even said, oh, it's plateau. You said it plateaued, didn't you? So it was all calm. So all in all, I mean, wow.
Yeah, it's, we've got busy couple of evenings, I think, coming up over the next few months.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're definitely going back. We're going to try and do a couple more of just us, and then we're going to do one with a few more people. Because maybe April, or you think maybe April is the lucky month?
April was when we had a lot of stuff happen there, so I think we've got to go back in April.
Wow,
and
exhilarating.
Then, we've got March in between, so I think just get as much as we can out of it there while stuff is going on still.
It was good as well. A moment there where I was just a little bit scared, a little bit of adrenaline. I was
it is good to have that feeling.
Yeah,
of, it's happening, and just waiting for the next thing to happen. But what a night that was.
So we'll get this video made and we'll put it up at some point. It's going to be a good one. A very, very good one.
Right.
Cheers, guys. See you soon.